I'm going to turn and immediately drop the illusion of Marcus and turn into my base character, K.
Marcus, as you know him, is no longer Marcus. He is a pale-skinned changeling. You narrowly escaped a broken knee. You remember when I was talking about a crit miss? That's a crit miss.
And then I'm going to bonus action Vow of Enmity.
You see the dagger that was thrown at...
Sick, I pick it up.
That's a natural
20 and a natural 1.
And a natural 1, but it's a natural 20.
That's a nat 1.
That's a natural 1.
No. Welcome to level 3, boys. Feel a little better, you know. You don't really gain any health. Something moves in front of the threshold and grabs the noise trap and silences it. And you turn around and you look forward, and right in front of you is a plague stalker screaming. Welcome back, guys, goblins, and any little critter in between. Welcome back to Cragshade. I'm here with these motherfuckers.
Why am I going first? Hey, I'm Ethan. I like long walks on the beach, small dogs, and the way the way my grandfather looks at me.
Oh.
That's nice.
All right, cool.
That's great.
I'm Hunter, and I love bathing in dirt.
Yeah.
Probably one of my favorite pastimes, but besides that, yeah, I'm still Hunter.
Hi, I'm Quiz.
That's Chris Johnson.
Let's
give it up for Chris.
Good old golf claps for Chris.
Good old golf claps for Chris. I'm Dawson. When I was a child, I used to talk to ants.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
it's true.
He was there. So let's get into it, boys. Are you guys Are you ready? Are you ready? You feeling good?
Let's do it.
Feeling nice?
Dude.
All right. Well, as you remember last session, we ended in a little bit of a precarious scenario. Our good friend Boris here was jumped by a plague stalker, which is not great. But before we get into that, there were some other things that happened that night. So while he stayed awake and Boris was watching over the sand skiff and trying to see if there were any evildoers on the horizon, the rest of you were asleep. And in that slumber, someone had a pretty interesting dream.
Ooh.
Caston.
Oh, God damn it.
After you fell into a deep sleep, you awake in a cave unlike anything you've ever seen before in your entire life. But part of it seems familiar in a way. The cavern in front of you is a massive spiral of obsidian, just spiraling and spiraling downward into infinity. And as you're looking and you feel this cold air on the back of your neck, you hear these tiny little footsteps in mass. Sounds like thousands, if not more, in the distance, deep into this cavern. And then as you kind of try to see where all that's coming from, you realize in the main space in front of you is an insectoid, giant, probably 3-4 times your size, But this isn't just any insectoid. You've seen this before. This is an anomaly. You faced them before. And something's different about this anomaly. It's breathing kind of shallowed breaths as it hums this melancholic tune, kind of a chime on the air. And you feel yourself start to walk towards it. And as you get closer to it, that hum goes from a sadder harmony to almost a lighter, more hopeful one. And as you get closer, you realize on the other side of this anomaly is a smaller one, feeding on its chitin, just little chomps. And as it's chomping on it, the little one lets out this harmony. And both of these creatures, these anomalies, these insectoids, are kind of creating this tune almost. It's a very sad one, but there's a little bit of hope to it. What do you do?
Do I have like my weapons on me?
You look down at your right hand and you realize you have your good old trusty sword.
Okay. And I know these to be anomalies.
You do. You
Okay.
faced countless before.
I unsheathe the sword.
Mm.
I walk up to the one with the shallow breaths, the big one, and I clench my sword and I look for a soft spot and I pierce and I stab and I continue to do so until it stops breathing. And then when that happens, I go to the small one and I do the same thing.
Okay. You go to move towards the larger one, and you find a nice little piece of flesh under its chitin armor, right in between its like many layers of body that it has. You find a nice little chink, and you go in there, and you stab it, and the song you're hearing ends, and then you pull away and you look down as you get ready to kill the other one, and it looks up at you with these just cold, like 8 eyes, just staring at you. Not really a thought behind them, but you notice a tinge of sadness. And right as you go to raise your sword and strike this little guy down, you hear this low whistle, this, as behind you, you feel a draft enter the cavern.
Mm-hmm.
You turn around and you see a portal, a purple portal that you've seen many of these before as well. And as you turn to look at it, you see inside this portal, you start to hear these horrible sounds of war, screaming, suffering, war cries, everything. And as you focus in on the interior of the portal, you see your father atop a pile of anomalies, Athacinians, fellow brothers in arms, and he is relentlessly mowing down every enemy that comes his way. What do you do?
I look at the little one again, and like go to finish the job and then hesitate a little bit, and then I turn and I'll just start like sprinting towards the portal.
As you start sprinting towards the portal, you see your father turn and notice you, and there's a look of confusion, and then a soft, hardened smile. He took just the quickest second in the middle of all of this carnage as enemies upon enemies are just running at him, and he locks eyes with you, and there's a pride there as he sees you running to his aid. and an air of disappointment. He looks at you after taking down an enemy and back to back, and then suddenly everything changes as his face turns into anguish as one of the anomalies stabs into his side, and he looks at you dead in your eyes as you're running and almost closing in on this portal, and he just screams, "Castus!" And as you run through the portal, you're no longer looking at your father. You are outside the Sand Skiff's tent, and you're watching boars grappling with a plague stalker. Let's roll initiative.
Oh no! Crazy.
I will
intro.
give you the first action. I'm gonna have you at top of the order since you're the first person to deal with this. Let's see what we got.
Oh, that's all right.
What do we got? What we got here?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Oh, that is very good. That is quite good. All right, let's see. Cast this top of the order, and then we got boars, and then what was your again?
13.
13. It's huge.
Hey.
Now, here is something fun. I want all of you guys to roll me a quick D8 plus your Constitution modifier.
Okay.
Which one do I choose?
Go ahead.
All except for you, Chris.
Okay.
Boo womp, bro.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
What'd you get, guys?
No.
I got 8.
Okay.
Okay.
A little bit of an
So-
inverse situation going on over here.
I got a 1.
So I'm
plus
sure
2.
you guys can assume. So all of you, before we get into the nitty and gritty of combat, all of them went to sleep except Chris, but they were awoke in the middle of the night by all of this commotion, cutting their long rest in half to a short rest. So that D8 that you just rolled, that is the health you just gained back.
Sick.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll take 8 points.
I'll take 3.
Let's give a quick pulse check. How's everybody on health?
A little under half.
A little under half.
Okay.
I'm about a half, 17 out of 32.
That's great. That's awesome. Okay. All right. Let's get this going now. Before, just to kind of paint the scene of where everything is, we are on top of the Plague Stalker. You're on the bow of the ship, and let's go ahead and show what all this looks like. So, for the viewers, I'm going to show them the map, but chances are you're probably not going to see it. You might see it in post. I don't know. So,
What figure digs out?
I don't know. Here is the map. We got a little mask there.
Oh, yo.
Let's go.
Hype. Oh, these little guys.
All the little guys. So, here's what we're gonna do. I want you guys to place where you guys are.
Keep it in there?
Yeah.
Keep it in there.
Oh.
This is where one of them are. Yep, there's probably more than one. And then if you guys want to just put your, Chris, you're definitely right there.
Yeah.
If we want this masked for dramatic effect, that's totally fine. I don't care, but that's what it's supposed to look like.
I forgot. I need a little guy.
Yeah, get in there.
I need a little guy.
Get in there underneath. And then the orc lady is a tap.
No.
Just sleeping, looking at. Oh, let's. All right. Okay. All right. So now
Hell yeah.
to paint the picture. You guys, obviously, we'll get to you, Chris, and Ethan. We'll get to you, but everybody is suddenly woken up by all of this commotion. I have my good old initiative order here. So top of the order, let's get started. Is Ethan?
I just wake up and I'm standing staring at this.
You were in a dream. You jumped through a portal, and now you're here.
Okay. I do a quick pinch myself. Ow.
Let me tell you what you're seeing. So you are seeing a grotesque, green, oozing hulk of a plague stalker grappling with boars, trying to get a nice little chunk out of him.
Okay.
Yums.
Yeah.
I will.
You can gather that there is only a moment of when you can help him before it's up to him completely.
Okay, so that did count as a short rest.
Yeah, it counted as a short rest. Correct.
Then as all right, I will use my bonus action here to it's currently like grappling you.
I believe I'm wrestling it standing.
Yeah, correct.
Situation.
Yeah, it literally popped above the bow of the ship and just tries to latch itself onto Boars.
Okay. Then I'm going to take out my sword. I'm gonna fucking, as I pull it out, I'm just gonna slice it across my stomach.
Disgusting.
Gotta love max damage.
Thanks for that health back. Also, I'm just gonna
There it goes.
Yeah, there it goes.
And the wound opens up. The ethereal string attaches to my sword. I'm gonna make it radiant. So it like sheds a little bit of like dim light from the string as it like flows off of my sword. And you see the string kind of begin to like suture the wound back up. And I'm just gonna rush in and take a chop at it.
All right. Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit, my brother.
Please. After last session where I literally rolled like I missed like 6 attacks.
It
in
was
a
so
row.
bad.
Let's go. It's 18 to hit.
18 to hit. 18 hits.
Sick.
Just barely.
I was just about.
Don't
I
say
don't like
that.
the way you say
Don't say
that.
Don't say that, please. I'm scared.
This.
Oh no. Oh no. 18 hits just barely.
Plus this.
Oh, what do you think boars taste like?
What are? Ooh.
No, it counts. What is it?
No, I caught it when it bounced back up. So, the plague stalkers are, considered undead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I'm doing radiant damage.
Okay.
Which would.
Have you ever,
The
in your backstory, have you ever done radiant damage towards a plague stalker?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
the.
Okay.
That's what the thing is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell everybody. Tell everybody what that does.
Radiant damage. To a
Just
plague stalker?
how just give us a taste of how it looks.
I will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the damage. See how much. See how much I need to flavor this.
See how good it
Because I'm
is.
not gonna be like I fucking slice it on and I deal like 2 points of damage. But this dice will be doubled then.
Okay.
Because it is radiant against an undead.
Yep.
Let's go. That's 8 plus 5, 13, and then 2 radiant doubled to 4. So 17 damage total.
Okay.
And Cassius will come up with the rapier and he'll like swipe and like purposefully miss almost as the thread like lassos itself in like noose fashion around the plague stalker's neck, and I'll like yank it somewhat off of you, and as it like lurches towards me, I'll pierce it in the chest and then pull it back out, and the thread like dissolves and then comes back around the sword, and I'll just look over at you. I'll be like, I was asleep.
Okay, so all the while you've bound this creature as you're doing that incredible feat of acrobatics and badassery. This plague stalker is absolutely suffering. It's screaming and clawing at its neck, like as it's actually piercing its own flesh, trying to get away from this like Wonder Woman-esque whip type of situation. And it is unhappy, but best of all, it is free from your grasps now. But that takes us to Boars. What do you do?
Very cool. I would suppose Boars would look over at this feat of magical strength with a degree of admiration. He'll pick his, now kind of being separated from his creature, he'll grab his obsidian greatsword and hit the creature's head, and then slice, if possible, at the stomach of this plague stalker.
Okay.
And I will roll recklessly as I look around and I see the endangered lot of companions here.
Companion's a strong word.
19.
19 hits.
And the damage.
19 actually just misses.
Misses.
Something happened.
Yeah, he actually got a little bit. He got a little bit more armor.
Is
Yeah.
this fucking
Yeah.
plague
All
stalker
right,
have
so
flail?
it's max damage.
That's max damage.
So it's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 damage.
16 damage.
Yeah.
Damn.
I
Okay.
can't, I can't wait to do nothing.
You okay?
Kay wakes up and he's like,
Okay.
"What happened?"
So as you go to hit this thing recklessly, you give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
God.
Yeah.
Oh no, dude. Save it.
Dawson's like, "They're killing this too fast."
No.
Let's get
Never.
Let's debuff him. What did he just roll?
It's a natural 1.
Okay.
It's a crit.
Hey,
failure.
Wow.
if playing with me,
Yeah.
goes over
Okay.
there.
Boar
Have a good
fucking.
night, man.
It's
He
not good.
hits and then he looks over and goes,
Yeah, Force
He
falls
he
to
loses
sleep.
consciousness.
Yeah.
Force doesn't feel adrenaline. No. So Boars actually, you feel a familiar hunger inside of you that starts to raise up to the surface, and you have a choice. You are starting to rage, and you can either spend your next turn trying to contain it, or you can let it out. But that will take every ounce of your body to contain this. But just letting you know that. However, you cut this thing fucking clean in half. You cut that shit in half, and that's when the bloodlust starts to hit you.
Okay.
You almost died, and you are protecting people that you are starting to grow to care about. So yeah, you are about to enter a rage. Next on the order, going to add things to this. This is probably this looks really bad on camera because I keep going back to the mic. But anyway, all right, where's that other plague stacker?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, right there.
Right there.
All right, so this one.
"Hold that boy up to the camera for a quick second.
Okay.
Get a little, a little double angle shot on that.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that little guy.
Little spindly guy.
All right, this one, here, I'll place it down first. It's also sideways for some reason.
Yeah,
That's-
it's a bent one.
So as you successfully fell this creature, as it just gurgles and you literally cut this shit in half. Like that shit's dead. You guys all hear this kerplunk on the back of the ship, and you see another plague stalker, even larger in stature, dressed in black petal outlaw garb. It's green skin pulsing with the black veins, just growing towards its eyes as it just looks at you guys and is ready to fuck you guys up. Mom is hungry.
No.
Yeah, Mom is hungry and Mama needs a snack, and you guys look like Oscar Mayer wieners. So next on the order is coincidentally the orc. The orcish woman, who I don't think we gave a name yet, which seems very problematic. So we should probably give her a
We're
name.
not past. What's the test?
The Bechdel test.
Bechdel
Yeah, we would
test.
not
Yeah,
pass the
we're not
Bechdel.
passing it.
All right, it's not my fault that these guys are so good at D&D that I didn't have to kill her off in the beginning.
Our production manager's giving us the thumbs down.
He's giving okay. Nope. All right. All right. So from the top, you see the orcish woman, like kind of get up and see what's going on. And from last or yesterday's events, you guys can tell that she is still pretty messed up, pretty bloodied. So all that she manages to do is essentially get up and then say, "Hey, what the fuck is that? There's a fucking another one. Fucking get it!" Just completely trying to help. She then grabs her dagger and kind of readies herself to go down the rope ladder. And that brings us to K.
Ooh. Alright,
It's K time.
Yeah. Okay, time.
Okay.
Get it?
No.
No.
Well, 30 feet of movement, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is that within range? I believe so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then I'm. Ooh, actually. Wait. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I'm going to hit him.
No way.
You'll never guess.
Yes.
You'll never guess.
Yes.
No one ever knows what I'll do. Ever. Let's see what we hear.
You should have rolled in my dice tray, dude.
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Should have rolled in
All
mine.
right. All right. Not great.
They're not great. So that's a 2 plus 6 and 8. Doesn't it hit?
Actually,
Does it hit?
it does.
Does
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't hit.
Alright, well, you're messing with me and you're hurting my feelings.
Are you-
and I don't know what to feel right now. So.
What weapon are you using right now?
Currently the long sword.
The longsword. Okay. You go to swing at it, and it literally just holds its arm up, and it's the thick rotten skin that it has just completely blocks the blade.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty yummy indeed. Now, you see a funny little thing. So down in the storage compartment, storage room down on the bottom section of the ship, you see Trev kind of peek his head out, looking kind of around like, oh, what is going on? And then he sees this horrible hulking creature looking at you, and he says, "Holy shit!" And he goes back down and grabs something, and you see him pointing from behind cover, his crossbow right at the disgusting creature, and he takes a shot.
Roll from that one
Please
and hit
hit.
you in the back of the head.
Please.
Okay, so he shoots, and he misses.
Oh.
And then he kind of peeks his head like back up, and he's like, "Shit, I'm so sorry about this." And then he goes back in and takes cover. Top of the order, if I have that right. Oh no, I'm sorry. Kikis. Our good boy. Our good boy.
He rolls over.
He rolls over.
We have to protect Kikis at all costs.
We'll say this whole time he's been down here. He just woke up. Yeah. So as all of you are doing your best to defeat the enemy and conquer everything, poor little Kikis, who, as we all remember, has a broken arm, has a busted eye socket that someone did
I went
intentionally, and he's pretty messed up now. He's been bandaged up a little bit, but you see him kind of walk out of the little makeshift TP tent, and out of the sails, and he looks at you guys, and he's like, "Oh god, oh no, all right." And he grabs his club, and he starts to run towards the beast, kind of half-heartedly, but he's trying his best. Like, he's tripping a little bit on the way down, and but he's got it.
Dawson wants this man.
Why do you do this to us?
He's got it. He's trying his best, guys.
I'm gonna spend my entire next turn being like, "Hey man, just go back to bed.
I want to help too.
No, just go to bed. Just lay back down."
Yeah, he's a coming. So top of the order here. Let me. Oh, that was probably horrible for audio. Bing, 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 bing. He's up here.
Oh,
Yeah.
how nice of him.
Yeah, he's up there. He's ready to help, ready to save the day. So, top of the order, Mr. Kestis.
Awesome.
Oh.
What do we got?
I'll look at Boars, do a quick nod, and then I will, 30. I'll get to like there. And I'm gonna do since I can't really like attack or anything, I'm gonna do a quick scan of the outskirts of this ship and see if there's any more coming.
Okay. I will say, if you want it to be your action, that's your action.
Yeah.
Full action. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then go ahead and roll. Let's see what we got.
Perception. Ooh boy.
Oh, he's great at those.
Hey, +2.
What'd you
+2,
get?
everyone.
What'd you get?
You know what that means.
What'd you get? What'd you get? Come on. What was that?
No.
I go to look out.
That's how you know it's bad.
Yeah, just the okay.
Yeah. I go to look out and I'm just like, going like this and just like blinking and I'm like, fuck. And I just got sand in my eyes and that's my action.
Okay. What
I got a 4.
You
I rolled a 2.
actually, there's no more Cragshade Wasteland. Like
Yeah.
everything's fine.
We're in the ocean.
It's all been a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wake up.
Everything's okay.
All right, with my bonus action.
Yeah.
Can I even have it? Do I even have anything to do with my bonus action? Can I do like a little dance or
Do a little dance.
perhaps?
Do a little dance.
Let's see.
I think the only other thing you could do is use blood,
Yeah.
right? at this point.
I could.
You could
Oh,
do
you
talk
could.
to. You could talk
do
to
the
the
thing.
just say, "Hey, bud, stop attacking us." That's just
I-
me.
Okay, so I'll turn. I'll see what's about to transpire. I'll see Kikis dragging the club across the floor.
He's got. There's a fire in his eyes.
Yeah, I bet there is. And I'll just be like, Kikis, why are you fighting right now?
He's you see him say he stumbles again and he kind of looks at you and he kind of keeps going. He doesn't know if you're actually talking to him.
All right. Then I'm gonna do my blood curse.
Yes.
I'm gonna do blood curse of binding on the plague stalker.
Okay. All right.
They're
Just
within
making
30 feet
sure.
of me. Yeah,
I was
not
like-
on. Yeah,
We're doing this now.
yeah. I'm gonna
Okay.
boil his blood.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the blood curse of binding on the plague stalker. You have to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Make it. Well, don't make it. Do the.
Make the check.
Well, don't make the check. Like, do the check, but don't make it.
Don't be successful.
Do the check,
Yeah,
but
don't
don't
be
make
successful.
it.
Yeah.
Make the check. That's a natural 20. No, I'm not even. Here. Give me. Look. Just confirm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a natural 20.
All right, guys, we're gonna thank you so much for joining us on our last session. of
Go
Cragshade.
ahead and tell me. Go ahead and tell me what happens on a fail.
Nothing.
Nothing?
It just doesn't
It
happen.
just doesn't
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
Okay.
I
So,
just- I go like- I
paint
like
me the
strain.
picture. Yeah.
I like strain, and for like a second, the like strings like kind of like start to form at my fingertips, and then like the like just like right up here, I like feel like a blood vessel like pop for a second,
Yeah.
and then I'm just like, oh,
Oh.
and that's it.
The plague stalker just like twitches a little bit and then cracks its neck and starts to continue what it was doing. Next on the order, Boars.
Boars, having brandished his greatsword, cut into this creature, muscles pulsing. The action almost happens without thought, And in that moment of guard dropped, something seeps in to his consciousness. As the Plague Stalker falls, he slams his greatsword into the ship's hole there and falls to his knees. Some of his scars begin to pulsate slightly, and he is going to concentrate all his will on preventing this rage from occurring.
Give me a Constitution saving roll with advantage.
With advantage. You got this.
No.
Oh.
Okay, that went off.
yeah,
This is not good though.
Uh-oh.
So we're gonna see what happens. Okay.
Hey!
Oh my god.
22,
Okay.
22,
Okay.
22.
All right. You are. Okay. So, I will say through all of this, I will say, Castus, you notice what's transpiring. You witness this entire thing, him calming himself. And I will say, it is successful. And next turn, I will allow you to take another turn. You have successfully, practiced a mental health break. No, you did. No, it's good. No rage.
Right.
Next up on the list is the Plague Stalker. So, okay. All right. So he is looking at you. That is you right in front of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a weak guy. Also
There's a
right
weak
next
guy
to
right
him.
there. There is a weak guy right there. So here's what we're going to do. Yeah, man, you really had to be the one there, huh?
Yeah.
So
No, things are great.
okay, all right.
Things are
So
great. Okay.
so
You got good armor.
the Plague Stalker.
That's it.
The Plague Stalker, after having all these attacks thrown at it and looking around and almost was possessed in one way or another, just starts to rage, letting out a blood-curdling scream as it looks and locks eyes with UK and gets on all fours and just pounces on you. We are going to do a strength grapple, or a grappling contest. You tell me what you get, I'll tell you what I get.
So contested athletics.
Contested athletics, correct.
Touch out of it, boy. All right, please.
Dude, you got this, dude.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
What'd you get?
It's good.
22.
It's
22. I got a 14.
Let's go. Let's
So-
I don't die.
All right, so here's what happens. You see this horrible snarling creature jumping at you, trying to get you, and you catch like both of its hooked fucking paws or hands, a little bit above, in midair as its fucking face is just going rabid and trying to get you by snarling with this black ooze dripping on you, and you're able to just push it to the side, putting it over here. You're able to kind of do a little
Thanks,
judo,
dude.
little
No problem.
judo move as you move him to your flank. And that is
flank.
the end of the Plague Stalker's turn. For now.
Why are you looking at me?
That look you just came.
I have sand in my eyes.
I can't see anything.
I'm just trying.
It's not fair.
I'm
It's not
just
fair.
trying.
It's not fair. All right, next up on the list is going to be the orc.
Yeah.
She sees what's going on, and she asks you, Castus, since you tried to get Kikis to kind of move away, and then she's like starting to go down the rope bridge of the crow's nest, and she says, Castus, is this should I help? I mean, I
like-
can, but I'm a little.
I feel like
I'm a little
Castus just
stuffed.
like looks up and just
I can help.
we got this. Just get rest.
No,
and I fucking
she
yeah.
crawls back up, just like, he's on your left.
I look up and I go like this. I go.
You guys,
Helpful.
You guys got this. Thanks.
Helpful. Thank you.
Yep. Sorry. Next on the order is our lovely Kay. Every kiss begins with.
Okay.
Can we say that?
No.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's
Let's try that again.
Production
Every
manager.
makeout session begins with
worse.
Hunter. That's parody law. Parody law. His last name's Parody.
What?
Your social security number.
Alright. I mean, I wouldn't get any benefit from that, so I'm not going to do that. And that's, yeah. Okay, cool. I'm going to hit it flanking advantage.
Oh.
So hopefully I'll hit, you know?
Clever little me.
I mean, you did it.
Yes, I
You
did.
did it.
Yes, I did.
Okay, that's
Dude,
a
that
15
hits,
plus
dude.
6 to hit.
It just missed.
Yeah. Yeah, it has an AC 40.
Yeah, sorry, guys. Only nat 20s here.
Yeah.
Only not.
Only natural
Alright.
25 hit, guys.
Alright, I'll take that. That's a good old 8 slashing damage right there.
8 slashing damage. Good enough.
Yes.
Okay, so as you fucking hurl it to your flank and you pull out your weapon and you just give it like a nice slash on the back, you cut deep into its flesh as that familiar black ooze with this green tinge starts to just fall out of it in like lumps. It's disgusting. There's definitely a smell. And it gets back up and roars at you again, pissed beyond belief. And then something happens. As it looks back at you, it sees Kikis. No, not Kikis. I'm sorry. It sees Trev popping his head back up, getting ready to load his weapon. And he looks at you, the Plague Stalker, and then looks back at Trev in this storage compartment, and something shifts on its face, and it's now locked in on Trev, and you can tell it's going to head that direction. Going Kikis. No, not Kikis. God, there's too many names. I quit. Going to Trev again. Trev is looking down and he's like, Koa, just stay down there. And he takes his crossbow again, now loaded up and ready to go. And he shoots another arrow in the Plague Stalker's direction.
Please.
It hits. It hits, and it's a spicy little hit.
Ooh.
That does max damage. Does 8 damage. As the arrow pierces right into this thing's eye. Kind of looks like Kikis back when you bashed his head in and he can't see anymore. Yeah, kind of like that.
Remember that?
So he fires an arrow as it whizzes through the air and locks itself in the Plague Stalker's eye. The Plague Stalker looks a little surprised, but otherwise unbothered. And that is Kikis' turn. Now for real.
Yay.
Now that I've said his name 100 times. So Kikis, my sweet boy,
He has a
family.
I have to walk back down these stairs.
Yeah, he says he didn't quite get the hint that you did this amazing judo-like move, and he like walks to where he thought it was, and he's like, "Oh, wait a minute. Oh, all right. Well, man, let me get over here then." And then he runs back in the same direction, and he looks at the Plague Stalker, and he raises his club, and he lets down a mighty blow.
How does he raise his club with a broken arm?
With one arm.
Just one arm.
He's a furball, dude. He's buff. He's buff.
I just imagine him go to raise it with 2, and he's like,
Well, looks like the D&D roll dice gods were listening because he rolled a 4.
No.
So he raises it, and then he's like, "Oh, wait a minute!" As he realizes he's not strong enough, and he bonks himself
he's
on
like,
the head.
"Oh, I forgot I was left-handed."
Yeah. And,
he falls
yeah.
unconscious.
Yeah. And he doesn't fall unconscious. He just, he's got like a little. He's like, oh.
He's in a cartoon bump.
And he kind of like positions the club on his other side, getting ready to like throw the momentum on the next hit. He's trying. He's learning.
I believe that he's trying.
I believe in Kikis.
I don't.
Next on the order is Mr. Castus.
Let's go.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah. I feel like Cassius is just so tired. He just looks at the Plague Stalker and just says, "Oh, I hate you." And then he's just gonna go for like, I think he's gonna do like a quick like just like try to stab right at the heart. Like just quick pierce, pull back out, and then like get back into a stance.
Okay.
Still have my right active.
Advantage, because flank.
Advantage because flanking. Thank you. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
13.
13.
Yes.
Okay. Give me just a flat strength roll.
Sick.
Ooh.
Come on. You got it.
Okay, I do have a +1.
Yes,
Yes.
You got this. You got
I
this.
got this,
have a
dude.
minus and a 0.
You got a chance. You got a chance.
That's a 12.
A 12?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So here's something fun that happens.
These dice are not my friends.
So Cassis, you go to raise your rapier, and you stab this thing like clean through this thing's chest, but it does not wince in pain. It does not react, other than it grabs the blade and pushes it further into it, and now you are disarmed.
Oh,
Awesome.
dang.
That's a,
Bonus action.
and bonus actions. Guys, I think we're gonna die. I think it's over.
Do you think we can take the diplomatic route with this plague storm?
Well, you'd have to roll really high.
So there's a chance.
There's
You're
always
telling
a
me
chance.
there's a chance.
There's always a chance.
I'd like to change into like a sexy plague
I
stuff.
want to comment real quick when there's like specialty moves and things like that where you're targeting specific areas. A little flavor I'm gonna add is just like this. If it goes wrong, and then the rolls go wrong again, there will be like you'll be rewarded for being accurate like that. But also if it doesn't work, you will be punished. Just throwing that out there.
Glad I was first. What's
God gives
what's
his
the
hardest battles
you.
to his strongest.
what's the MO on my blessings?
The MO on your blessings?
Yeah, my boop boops.
You're not
I'm not aware.
You're not sure, but if you want to try to tap into something, absolutely go for it.
I hate the way you just.
Yeah.
I won't. I'm just going to.
Let me answer that a little more descriptively. You know you are capable of more than this. And in this moment, as you realize, oh shit, I don't have a fucking weapon, you start to think back on the blessing or the curse that was bestowed upon you for some reason. But you haven't quite figured out how to activate it.
Sick.
Yeah.
Considering it is directly in front of me then, and I am very, 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 very hurt, I will,
Gonna run. Be a little pansy boy.
I am going to sidestep and begin to what is this? A 5. I'm gonna go 15 feet up the rope ladder on the mast.
Okay. Clever
Yeah.
indeed.
And when I get up there, I will pull out my crossbow
Okay.
and just ready that. But yeah,
Okay.
that is my turn.
You see this plague stalker like coldly like staring at you as it's shaking with just a fucking your sword in its chest.
Yeah, it still has the strings active. The right
Yeah,
string is active.
yeah. Oh, it's
Until
incredible.
I
Yeah, it's
tell it
just
not to.
it's like lashing at it, just almost in a way going into the actual creature, fusing with its veins for moments.
When I get up there and I like ready my crossbow, I'll look down at Kay, and I'll just go, Kay, I would love my sword back, by the way. If you could not harm that would be great.
I'll try my best. just so defeated, like, oh, missed my first attack. I just got woken up. Plague Stalkers are
telling- I
here.
just
Only got one health.
Look, man. At least you hit him.
All right. Next on the order
First time.
is Boris.
Okay. If I can make it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, I can
Absolutely.
make it over. Boars steals himself, comes up from the crouch position, pulls the Gornet greatsword from the hull of the ship, and begins to sprint towards this Plague Stalker, seeing that there are a myriad of people here in danger, and he's just going to go mid-sprint with the momentum and try to upward swing the greatsword to cleave its head in half, if possible.
Okay.
Advantage. Flanking.
With advantage flanking. So here we go. I'm gonna do this. Boom. Okay, yep, that's pretty good. It's a 25 to hit.
Oh my god.
It was with advantage
With
reckless.
advantage- Okay.
And then roll damage. It's gonna be 10 slashing damage.
Okay. As you run up heroically and handsomely, might I add, to do this upward swing, as the Plague Stalker is readying itself to go after a different direction on the ship, it at the last second when you're going to cleave its head straight off, it twitches and looks behind itself. And sidesteps just a moment to where you catch it right under its arm and cut its arm clean off as it wails, but still unfaltered and focused on what presumably is its target, at least at the moment.
So a little bit of a grunt comes from this old hobgoblin, which pervades throughout the wasteland unintentionally here, but nonetheless it happens.
Okay. Just like a...
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I was thinking more like an old man, like
Yeah. like you're on the urinal, like...
He's chuckling. Yeah.
stoned
Yeah, sure.
and unpassable.
Yeah.
A grunt,
Down in a chair.
an exclamation of passion,
Right,
and,
right,
and
exactly.
frustration,
Yep.
and all the hard years.
Yep.
Okay. Next on the order is going to be the good old Plague Stalker.
You said he got 2 turns.
Wait, say it again.
You said he had 2 turns after you.
No, he just got. He could just use it his turn instead of not.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah. Oh, I was saying he could. What happened there was if he didn't take that turn to figure out what was going on with him and calm himself down, he would have raged. Yeah. So it was basically like he was.
Which apparently is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no,
Apparently we don't want to happen.
it's there's no reason behind that other than it's not going to be mad.
Yeah, he just wants to.
It's not going to be mad.
He wants to be a calm guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all got to calm down.
Yeah, I'm sure that
Hard.
won't. I'm sure that won't come to haunt us later.
No.
Yeah, no.
He just wants to. Hey, dude. He just wants to be a calm guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he just wants to be calm.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. He's a chill guy.
No one's saying anything. You
Yeah,
didn't.
I'm not saying anything.
No one's
it's
saying
fine.
I'm not saying anything.
No, it's fine.
No one's arguing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
He's just a chill dude.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Cut black.
All right, so next on the order is our beautiful little Plague Stalker. He still, as he just lost an arm, he can you roll me an insight check? Actually,
Yes. Dude. Oh no. Dude, don't fuck it up, dude. I probably will.
yeah, if he doesn't get this,
It's a 6.
Oh my god.
dude, monsters are just monsters. It's not that deep. That's what you're thinking.
Very bad.
And the monster starts to charge at Trev in the storage unit. And here's what we'll say. Let me just get an eagle eye view here.
Yeah, you sure you want to do that?
Let's see that.
There's a lot of
That's
there's a
three.
lot of
That's,
you guys.
that's
Yeah.
4 attacks of opportunity.
All right.
Well, you're a three.
Yeah.
Hey.
You
No,
twisted
you
my
can do
arm.
Well, no, what would the monster do?
Yeah, what would the monster do?
I take it back. I'm not going to do
Would
that.
the monster?
The monster would attack who it wants to attack.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm not a monster. I don't know. So I'm gonna although my girlfriend says I'm a monster. Okay, anyway, never mind.
Cut that out.
Cut that. I'm gonna roll, and
re-record
we're
this
gonna
on
decide
Hey
who.
guys, next session we will have a different DM. There will be no reason for that.
Yeah.
It's just a thing that has to happen.
Yeah. Our production manager's gonna take over.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been said I'm too not PC. But what's the deal with that anyway? No, I'm just kidding. I don't like this bit. We're cutting all this.
You could just roll for the monster.
I'm gonna roll for the monsters and see who. We're gonna see who the monster's gonna attack.
Oh, how fun.
I'm just gonna start like referencing employees that we don't have.
So
like our camera guys over there.
the monster gets mad. It just had its arm ripped clean off. Originally, it was looking at the weakest target, but pissed and peeved that its arm is gone, it turns around and rushes at boars.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yes. So
I like this one.
I like that.
it is going to rush
I
at
like
you.
that.
I'm going to roll with disadvantage because I have less than one arm. But we're going to do a what's the name of it again?
Contested. strength.
Contested athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Okay. Did it want to?
It wants me. All right, contested athletics.
It's not too bad.
Hey,
What'd you get?
A wonderful 12.
be better if you were
Okay.
raging.
I got a 13.
Oh no.
Okay. All right.
They
So
play more.
yeah, you got to fit
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me a Constitution roll real quick.
Okay. Like a saving throw?
Yes.
13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. No, that's good. Okay. So okay. You gotta trust the dice rolls, everybody. So, as this disgusting creature goes to jump at boars here, it goes and is lunging at your neck, and in slow motion you see this horrible putrid creature trying to get a chunk out of your neck, and in the last couple seconds before all is about to be over, your hand catches its mouth to block itself from hitting your neck, and you are now bitten.
What does that mean, Dawson?
Next on the order is
Dad.
Kay.
Dad. Okay.
That's crazy.
Hey, Dad. Maybe explain that soon after I hopefully kill this guy. Oh, God. I don't want to. I don't
What am I
want to
supposed
waste
to do
that. I don't want to waste that. Oh wait, no, I'm already flanking. No.
Which
We're going
way?
over
Oh yeah, you are behind it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you are flanking it.
there. 13 plus 6, 19 to hit.
Yeah, 19.
Dude, let's go.
Does it hit? Need I ask?
Sick.
3 plus 4, 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Okay.
Slash
Go and give me a little flavor. Where are you trying to hit this thing?
As this thing tries to like grapple boars with its singular arm, and it puts its back to me, I'm going to like go from like a normal like stance to like putting it down like by my hip and then thrusting through its back, trying to even possibly sever the spinal cord.
Okay. So you go in and you get a nice laceration on this horrible creature right in like its lats, man, right in its fucking lats. And you kind of do you try to stab it through its spinal cord, but you just miss. but you're able to get this like zigzag laceration, like from back to front, like you pierced all the way through as it just continues to ease out this black sludge. But give me a perception roll.
Oh yeah,
Mister.
I'm sure I'm great at those.
In the heat of war, I'd like to see if you witnessed what happened with Boars.
Ah, all right, I see. Yeah. Oh, 18 plus 0 is an 18.
18 plus 0. Okay, so
Give it to
you notice through right, like as you're going to attack this thing, and just as you make contact, you look over, and as you pierce this horrible thing's flesh, and it reels back in pain, you see that its mouth was just latched on to Boar's, like the side of Boar's hand, and you see what you have seen before. He is bitten, and you're perhaps the second person to know that besides Boar's.
As I noticed that, what was that?
Nothing.
All right. I'll take your word for it. As I noticed that, I'm going to like look over the shoulder of this beast, this monstrosity, and yell out to Boris, "Cut that fucking hand off!" And continue my assault.
All right. Wow. Okay. So next on the order is Trav, and yeah, Trav. Not Kikis yet. All right. I know you guys don't want Kikis. Trav witnessed the same thing that happened, and he begins to go down in the storage unit, and he is rummaging for any sort of medical equipment, gauzes, fresh blades, like herbs, anything. And he spends his turn doing that. And at the end of his turn, you see him and Koa both emerge with very slim packaging of just assorted healing goods, kind of bundled up as they are ready to figure out what the hell's going on. But of course, keeping their distance because there's a horrible, scary monster. And the next on the order is Kikis. Now Kikis doesn't know what's going on, so he goes to raise his club once again.
Mm-hmm.
The mighty Kikis, and he actually hits.
Let's go.
He actually hits.
No way. If Kikis takes
Wow.
this
Okay. All right. Wow. He does a good amount of damage. So he goes. All right. So Kikis, he used his left hand. His right arm was the one that was broken. His left hand is kind of like winded back towards his side, and he takes all of his strength and a mighty yell, and cracks this thing across the head so hard that its neck actually breaks, and this thing is just sitting here with its crooked ass looking neck, but it's still moving as it twitches and is hungry for more, whether it be elvish, human, many different creatures' blood. And that is top of the order. Castus.
Please just kill it. Just kill it. Just take care of it. Put it out of its, I don't know, whatever it is.
I feel like at this point, Cass is just. He's just gonna line up his crossbow with the head, and just firebolt.
Okay.
Just a quick little.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for damage, brother. Roll to hit. Excuse me. Roll to hit.
That's what I'm scared about.
Hey, if you get a nat 1, I mean, you'll probably shoot someone.
Hey!
That's a 19 plus 5
Absolutely.
for a 24.
Gonna roll damage for me. Let's see.
It's gonna be a d8 plus 3.
Please.
That's gonna be 10 points of piercing damage.
10 points of piercing damage.
I feel like Castus lines up, and then for a second he like kind of falls asleep, and it makes him like pull the trigger, but it like just hits anyway, and like right like through the cheek, and like pins his crooked neck, like his crooked head, like into his shoulder.
Roll a perception roll for me.
Oh, sick! I love doing those. +2. That's a natural 20.
Okay. Okay.
The dice
as
they love
you
me again.
as you point your crossbow and you pull the trigger as you kind of like you're juddered awake. It doesn't pierce like into its shoulder as you liked. It goes straight through its forehead and pins itself into right between the eyes, baby. Let's go. And pins it to the deck of the actual skiff. But with a nat 20, what I'll give you, you notice its face goes from like just animalistic, hungry, like primal, to cold and calculated seconds before its death. You notice this change, and because curiosity kills the cat, you get a little closer. You're not at any sort of danger, and you look at it, and its eyes go from these wild, dilated pupils to a concentrated, almost humanoid-like existence, and it looks you directly in your eyes, and in your father's voice says, "Find me below," with a crazy, wicked smile, and then it's gone, dies.
Cassius Cassius is gonna just reach down and like grab the sword out of his chest.
Yeah.
And like get like the blood off. I'm just gonna look at Boars and Kay, and I'm just gonna be like, "Did you guys hear him say that too?"
Did we?
You did not.
Hear what?
Okay. Is there any more?
10 more show up. No, just kidding. No. There. You solved my Plague Stalker puzzle.
Okay. I sheathe my sword, and I look over at Boars. Do I notice his hand at all?
At this point, yes. Here's what you see.
Mm-hmm.
So at the point of entry, you see these jagged marks, as the interior of his palm starts to dry up into this dark greenish black tinge. As at every point of the spreading of this virus, fat cells are excreting out of the exit wound, pumping and dropping onto the floor, as these black veins start to work their way farther and farther up his arm. It is spreading, and it is spreading quickly. You are in mind-numbing, horrible pain, almost unlike anything you've ever felt before. It is horrible. And you can tell that if you do not act fast, you're going to turn.
I am going to attempt to do something. I am going to use my blood curse of binding, honed in on the spread of that, and because basically it targets the creature's blood.
Okay.
And that's how I cause their blood to stop, which makes them stop. So I'm gonna try to really focus in and target the cursed blood, and stop the spread. I don't know a way to get it out, but I'm going to at least try to stop it, and then
Give me a religion check.
I'm actually good at those.
Because religion is intelligence.
Yes,
based for some
indeed.
reason. I don't know.
I have a question.
I think you know. Yeah, I think I know what you're gonna ask.
What do you think I'm gonna ask?
Remember your rights.
Huh?
Remember your blessings and remember your rights.
Yeah. Okay, so I have advantage on this because it is to recall something about Fae, fiends, or undead.
Yep.
So anomalies and or plague stalkers.
Oh no, this is a religion check for your.
Oh, for motherfucker, that's even worse.
Yeah.
All right. But I still get the advantage.
Take it.
All right.
Take it. I hope you roll well, friend.
Hey,
What was
have advantage.
I think I saw something. It was out. First one was a 4.
Yeah.
First roll was a 4.
Okay,
so
okay.
thank God for advantage.
Pretty good, you know?
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
No
Plus 3.
As you are preparing this spell, you hear Verathos, and you hear the dark, brooding voice of your patron, and he says, "Remember your oath." You realize you recall your oath.
Yep. In my head, hearing that, I like, kind of like I have a little sass back, and in my head, I'll say, I am not using it on his blood, just the blood of the plague stalker.
You know nothing, child.
I'm aware.
Break this, and break your bond.
I look over at Kay, and
He's gone.
I look at Kay's gone.
No, not
No.
King. Sorry.
Oh.
Verathos.
Okay. Yeah. I was like what?
You don't see no one.
No one saw him leave. He's gone.
Jump off the ship.
Yeah, he's sprinting. It's like the outline of like the moon on the horizon. His Kay's shadow.
Silhouette.
Oh my god.
I look over at Kay, and I look over at Boars, and I'll say, I can stop the spread for the next 10 seconds, cut your hand off, or figure out something else.
Real quick. You take 3 necrotic damage.
Oh man. Okay.
I'm going to look at you boys with my weapon like at my side, still drawn, but at my side. Lay down on the fucking ground and just fucking put your fucking arm out.
It's about to reach the wrist.
Yep.
Am I still like slowing it?
I will say yes.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it after that, but
Yeah.
like I'm holding it for at least until they cut it, and then I'm immediately ending
Yeah.
it.
So, do I get the sense that this is moving faster than like snake's venom, like pull it out with my mouth type situation?
In nature, there are a few times where you can see what a virus is doing to you as quickly as you can feel it. You feel insatiable rage and hunger, different than you've felt in flashes, in little jabs as the pain pulses and pulses as it starts to spread. You can feel yourself simply going away, changing into something else.
Damn.
We talked about this before.
Mm.
I have like a little bit of crag dust on me, right?
Yeah.
Do I know, or can I possibly try to infer, trying to use this crag dust in order to prevent or lessen the effects of this, or try and use it as medicine in any way?
Give me a medicine check.
All right.
I will say you've. Well, question for you: have you dabbled in the recreational use of crag dust?
I would say maybe like up to back in high school. Yeah,
I'd snort some.
Yeah.
Before the unraveling, it was all the rage.
Hey, wait, it didn't.
It did exist
anyway,
before the unraveling.
I would say maybe like once or twice, up to a max of like 3 times.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Did you give me that? Yeah,
Let me do it. Let me do it. +2. Here's hoping. Come on, baby.
Come on.
Watch it be a natural 20. Blow. It's your fucking arm. It's your arm, dude. It's your arm, dude. Oh, okay.
That's pretty
17 plus 2.
17 plus 2.
19.
Okay. All right. So you are from what you've heard from your own recreational uses, some medicinal, some recreational. Doesn't matter. All right. Weed should be legal. I'm sorry. That was dumb.
That's good. That's good. That's good. I like that.
But you realize that there is something more spiritual to Cragshade more than all of these pathetic fucking humans and elves and just scum that you've been dealing with realize, but you're not quite well versed enough yet to know what that spiritual advantage is. However, you do know that it has like almost adrenaline-like properties to where you have seen people use it, and I've used it on yourself on some occasion to give you essentially a quick boost of energy. More, and I'm kind of underselling it. It's like fucking adrenaline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like shotgunning a Red Bull.
Yeah.
There are 3 Red Bulls.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
While you think
Yeah.
about that, I'll pull out a leather strap and tie it around my arm and kind of cut the blood flow off. And then I will use my magical awareness to attempt to shift my consciousness into the area that is being enveloped with this magical energy, focusing and fixating on that and pushing it back, hopefully up towards the wound, where I will then attempt to suck it out like snake venom, because I don't really know anything else to do here besides that.
So you're pushing. So you're pushing that energy that you know is dormant in your system towards the wound.
Well, the magical awareness will basically, it just makes me aware of something.
Okay.
As an action, you can open your awareness and concentration on magic until the end of your turn. You know the location, may spell, magical item within 60 feet, blah blah blah. So I'm just trying to utilize that skill and hopefully aid in this biological retreat of this poison here if I can.
Okay. Go ahead and give me, what would that be, an Arcana roll? Give me a relevant skill check and sell it. I think it's the best way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use strength here.
Yeah.
I'm just strong.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I will use medicine because it's better than Arcana.
All right.
Hopefully, something. That's a dirty 20.
Let's
Dirty
go.
20. Okay. I will say you have with you concentrating basically that dormant energy that has been in you for the last 5 years. You're able to kind of concentrate that towards the wound, trying to dispel it off and mend it. But you feel in a way that that magic that's arriving towards the destination of this virus is not in the same school of existence as this horrible disease that you're dealing with. However, as that magical awareness travels back up to your central nervous system, you feel as if a protective barrier is formed, and all of those urges that are getting thrown at you from this virus are completely gone now. It's just the pain.
But I do, up until the point where I stop the blood flow, it does appear to still be, even though I'm
It's
like
still
trying to suck it out, it's still trying to spread.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like my physical intervention is doing anything.
No.
Okay.
Wait, real quick. You take 6 damage.
Yeah.
As I'm gonna say, it is now right around here.
Yeah.
All right. Boys, get on the fucking ground and put your arm out. Now! It'll fucking kill you. You're gonna turn. Either do this or we're gonna have to kill you.
We can always sew the hand back on.
Hey, what's going on?
Kikis, just
Nothing.
fucking
Go to bed.
go lay
Sorry
down.
about that, guys. I'm sorry.
I have to stop holding the
Koa
curse.
and Thruv show up, and they're immediately like slide on their knees, and they're giving out bandages. They're giving out like what seem like clean blades and a bucket of water at the very least. And there's some sort of pain relieving herbs. I have like all of them written down. Of course, I'm forgetting them all now. Some pain relieving herbs. It's very slim pickings, but it'll do the job. Maybe.
Yeah. I'll look
I'll-
over the like medical supplies and like prepare like things to like get the herbs ready, and like have them like getting ready to take them, and then looking at all the different supplies.
As you're saying that, Koa says to Thrav as he's like looking at you being in pain. He says, "Brother, is he going to die?" And Thrav says, "No, he's not going to die. We're not going to let it happen, right? Right?"
Yes, we are not going to let that happen. I am gonna look around and I'm gonna look at the plague stalker that's like laying there, and I'm gonna tear off a piece of leather from whatever it's wearing, and give it like a quick take like a little bit of the water and just like get it clean, and I'm just gonna hand it to you, and I'm just gonna say bite down and bite down fucking hard.
The orc lady slides down the rope ladder, and she pulls out a dagger that hasn't been used, and she's like, I don't think this one has any guts or anything on it. Here.
We're not gonna saw this. We're not gonna saw his hand off. It's gonna be one clean cut. It's
All
gonna
right.
have to be.
What were the like blades that the brothers brought up? Like what kind of blades?
They're like literally a meat cleaver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Literally perfect.
Yeah. It's a
I'm
little
gonna-
rusted, but
I'm literally going
cleaner
to.
than the guts of plague stalkers that you guys have
I'm
on your
going
blades.
to. I'm gonna like look at Boars and like put the leather strap like in your mouth, and be like, "This is gonna suck." And I'm going to wrap around your arm, almost like in an arm bar, and pull the whatever belt you had around your. And I'm going to pull back on it with the entire weight of my body, to just completely cut off as much blood flow as I possibly can. And then I'm gonna look at you, and I'm gonna say, "Fucking do it."
Yep.